From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Monday morning. Hope you all had an awesome Super Bowl Sunday and took in the Seahawks victory. We'll have a lot more to say about that coming up later in the show. But in terms of our weather, just leftover showers for today. Forecast going completely dry from Tuesday through Friday, and the temperatures staying mild or normal for this time of the year. It's just kind of semantics, but nothing too cold that we can't handle. All right, on to First Alert radar. We're seeing just a few very light showers. This could be coming down as a bit of a rain-snow mix, but it's very light right now in the Yakima Valley. More steady stuff for mountains, and what is falling right now in the Yakima Valley could be freezing when it contacts the surface, as we're pretty close to freezing in said valley. So if you see a wet spot out there for this morning, just take the very safe assumption and just assume that it's an icy spot. Take it slow out there. The rest of us well above freezing. Also tracking a little bit of fog in the Yakima Valley for this morning. So again, with those temperatures right around freezing, could be a little bit of freezing fog. Also very thick fog up towards Snoqualmie Pass, Moses Lake, and Ritzville. Here's your hourly forecast for this Monday. For the Tri-Cities, a low end chance of some showers for this morning. By the rest of the day, the skies will start to see some more sunshine out there. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny. Highs getting into the 40s and 50s, and those temperatures sticking around. I'll talk about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up, a wildfire prevention bill backed by rural lawmakers clears the state Senate. Farmers and fire officials weighing in on a new prevention approach, and why supporters say rewards could be more effective than penalties.
Plus, Pasco City leaders weighing in on a new way to pay for road repairs as the city continues to grow. We break down what a transportation benefit district could mean for future street maintenance. All the details straight ahead.
And voters in the Columbia School District being asked to decide on 2 replacement levies by tomorrow. Coming up, we're going to break down what the measures will fund and what district leaders say could be at risk without them. It's all ahead on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. Thanks for waking up with us on this Monday. It can be a tough one.
Oh
Monday
yeah,
after Super
because
Bowl.
it's Super Bowl Sunday. It was a late night for most of us, but hey, this is typically the day that most people call off from work. But
Yeah,
look,
super
we're here.
sick Monday.
Yeah, super sick, but we're here.
Yeah.
We got to get to your top stories, and we do want to get into them right now. And we're starting off with continuing coverage, and this on Ben Franklin Transit's CEO Thomas Drost.
So as of this morning, he is on paid administrative leave following misconduct allegations. Concerns about possible workplace environment and financial decisions, including awarding contracts to friends and family, those have all surfaced.
An email to staff on Friday confirmed Drost's voluntary leave, aiming to minimize distractions during the ongoing investigation. Brian Lebonsky steps in as interim CEO.
6:02 now to a crime alert that we're learning more about this morning in regards to the woman who passed away in a head-on crash in Pasco on Friday. She has now been identified as 57-year-old Maria Mendoza of Grandview. She died after she was hit head-on by a car that was being driven by 18-year-old Pedro Ruiz. The crash happened Friday around 7:40. It was on Interstate 182 right near the 395 exit to Kennewick. Now, just before the crash, an officer with the Pasco Police Department was attempting to stop Ruiz, who he thought was drunk driving. Now, Ruiz didn't stop, and the officer began to chase him. That's when he entered onto Interstate 182. He lost control of his pickup and rolled, his truck rolling over the cable barriers into the oncoming lanes, where he crashed into Mendoza. Ruiz was treated for injuries at the scene and was arrested and taken to jail.
6:04 now to continuing coverage on a home planned for level 3 and higher sex offenders in central Kennewick. A neighbor is now sharing drone video showing just how close that home is to families and children. The drone video offers a bird's eye view of the neighborhood near 8th Avenue and Edison, showing nearby homes, pools, playgrounds, and busy streets. And this all surrounding the proposed facility. Isaac Romero, whose family purchased their home just a couple of months ago, says the footage also highlights limited fencing around the property and clear sightlines into neighboring yards.
And that's the thing, is getting that bird's eye view, seeing up from the top, and, we go into, being able to just see from their, porch area. Sad to say, we thought we were purchasing a very beautiful home to raise a family, which it was at the time.
Romero says children, seniors, and families regularly walk through that area and believes stronger safeguards should be required before anybody moves in. The home's manager told us he does plan to add more fencing, but it's unclear what exactly that'll look like at this time.
6:05 now, and a wildfire prevention bill with roots in rural Washington is moving to the next step in Olympia. The state Senate unanimously passing Senate Bill 5919, sponsored by 9th District Senator Mark Schulzer. Now, the bill encourages voluntary partnerships between fire districts and insurance companies to reduce wildfire risk tied to agricultural work. The idea, they say, is simple: reward farmers who take extra steps to prevent fires, like they do with Safe Driver or good student discounts in auto insurance.
This is about as painless a way as I could think of to help our fire districts, who they are us, and help our producers and our rural Washington residents.
Fire officials in Franklin County have voiced support, saying incentives could help reduce dangerous activity during red flag warning days. Senate Bill 5919 now heads to the Washington House for further consideration.
Taking you now to Pasco, where city leaders are discussing a possible transportation benefit district, a funding tool aimed at keeping up with the city's growing road maintenance needs. During a recent city council presentation, staff explained that a transportation benefit district could generate new local revenue dedicated to transportation projects, including street maintenance, repairs, and other improvements. Officials say the conversation comes as the city continues to grow and the demand for road maintenance increases, while some existing revenue sources have remained relatively flat. Currently, some of that work is supported through the city's overlay fund, which is restricted to resurfacing projects and funded in part through earmarked utility tax revenue, a system staff says has helped but can have limitations.
2.5% of utility taxes go to overlay taxes because at one point council has earmarked those revenues to go for overlay and used for overlay of street funds only.
The Transportation Benefit District remains part of an ongoing discussion for council, which is reviewing possible funding options and how a district could help support long-term street maintenance in the future.
6:07, your voice, your vote, as voters in the Columbia School District will be deciding the future of 2 replacement levies when they turn their ballots in, which are due tomorrow.
And district leaders say they are key to maintaining programs that students rely on. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia breaks down the levies.
The Columbia School District is asking voters to approve 2 replacement levies on the February ballot: the Educational Programs and Operations Levy and the Capital Technology Levy. Superintendent Todd Hilberg says the Educational Programs and Operations Levy would stay at the rate voters have already approved, $3.30 per $1,000 of assessed property value.
The EP&O levy helps fund the day-to-day learning experiences for our students. That includes like staff positions, extracurricular activities, athletics, transportation, and student supports that aren't fully funded by the state.
The second measure, the Capital Technology Levy, is set to expire and focuses on keeping schools safe, modern, and connected through student devices, classroom technology, network security, and communication systems.
Capital Technology Levy is a slight increase in rate, and that is just due to, it was passed 4 years ago, and the rate has gone up just because the costs of student devices, classroom technology, all our network security and contracts, communication systems, those rates increase to maintain those systems.
That levy is set at 34 cents per $1,000 of assessed property value. Hilberg says the 2 levies serve different purposes.
They fund separate categorical pieces. So some fund staff and the athletics and extracurricular and transportation. That comes out of the EP&O. And the capital levy does specifically for us, it does technology. Some people do different things with capital levies. They'll do infrastructure, sometimes they'll do transportation, but ours is targeted just for technology and the supports that we use here in our district.
He adds the goal is not expansion, but maintaining current programs.
They were current measures that we're already using to help support programs in our schools. They're supporting staff, they're supporting our classroom technology, they're supporting athletics, transportation. student programs, extracurricular, band, the arts. So without these measures, we'd be moving backwards in terms of programs and what we're able to offer our students and our community.
Together, the levies make up about 18% of the district's general fund revenue, and without them, the district could face potential cuts. Reporting in Burbank, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, Hilberg says that if this levy fails, the district would reconvene as a community. They would get groups together, board of directors, and then they would analyze the results to determine what the next steps should be.
And we'll, of course, keep you updated. And keep it here, because coming up next, the search continues for Nancy Guthrie as a reported looming ransom deadline is adding pressure to the investigation. And coming up, we'll break down what authorities and the Guthrie family are doing right now as the search enters its 9th day.
And giving you a live look outside this morning.
Look.
Ooh, that is spooky. You can't see any of the lights that we normally see there in the valley. Yeah, this is our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. It looks like the fog or cloud cover is just settling into the valley there. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert, he's going to be back after the break with your first alert forecast, that you know what you can expect as you head out the door this morning.
Let Schweitzer be your next winter getaway. Because at Schweitzer, your best day can start in the village or at the summit and everywhere in between. Explore Schweitzer. All days, always.
Lung disease is very difficult to live with in many ways, and our goal here is to truly live the mission of Good Shepherd, which is patients first, always. Our pulmonology and sleep medicine team is here for you. We're here to provide you world-class care. Please contact us and come to see us. It will be our privilege to serve you.
Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Even if your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can feel the flow, feel the breeze. And Dupixent helps them feel the heal. It helps calm the key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Dupixent is the only biologic therapy approved to treat kids as young as 6 months for noticeably clearer skin and less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent. Help heal their skin from within so they can stay ahead of eczema. Find an eczema specialist and ask about Dupixent today.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And during Purple's President's Day event, save up to $800 on select mattress and adjustable base bundles. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Let Schweitzer be your next winter getaway. A place where the views are as good as the company. And the skiing is as electric as the experience. Explore Schweitzer. All days, always.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Here is an update on those road conditions out there for this morning, as we have been seeing some more steady snowfall for both the Blues and the Cascades, and also some of that very light precip in the Yakima Valley. For now, our system is just saying that the road is just wet. The roads in the valleys are just wet. But if you see any wet spots in the valleys, those temperatures pretty close to freezing. So just make the assumption that there are icy spots out there. But yeah, our passes are a little bit snowy or slushy. We're not seeing any pass closures or chain requirements for this morning. It's something we're going to keep a very close eye on. Very quickly, I wanted to touch on this. Avalanche danger for today. It is considerable for Mount Hood above 6,500 feet. The main type would be wind slab. So if you are venturing out to Mount Hood for today, that's just something very important to take note of. Now on to temperatures for lower elevations, staying pretty normal for this time of the year, if not a little bit above average. So for today, 55 for the Tri-Cities, 50 for Yakima, a little bit colder in the Kittitas Valley, 45 for Ellensburg. And for tonight, dropping down into the 20s and 30s, 30 for the Tri-Cities, 30 for Sunnyside, and a couple 28s for Ellensburg and Yakima. Those forecast highs going to stay, again, pretty close to normal for this part of the year, although the trend line is slipping down a little bit closer and closer to normal. And then in terms of those overnight lows, anywhere between looks like 27 to 30, so pretty close to normal for the beginning to middle parts of February. But taking things back to today, little chances of showers sort of wrapping up. We'll time that out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 6:15 now, turning to national headlines, where the search for Nancy Guthrie has now entered day 9.
So far, no suspects have been named, and according to Guthrie's possible abductor or abductors, they're demanding $6 million by today's deadline of 5 p.m.
So now reports that the note includes a threat to Nancy Guthrie's life if the deadline isn't met. This morning, Ivan Rodriguez has the very latest.
Nancy Guthrie was last seen by her family on January 31st when she joined relatives for dinner and game night near her home outside Tucson, Arizona. The search for the 84-year-old is now in its 9th day. Former SWAT team captain Josh Sherrard says he doesn't believe there's been direct communication between the Guthrie family and any alleged abductors.
We still have no valid two-way communication with this possible hostage taker and the author of these ransom notes. It's been all one way. And I think that both sides are probably getting a little desperate as to start that communication before that deadline comes up.
The deadline in one of the initial purported ransom notes was for Monday at 5 p.m., demanding millions in Bitcoin. In a video released Saturday, Savannah Guthrie and her siblings issued a clear message.
We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
Retired FBI supervisory agent Lance Lessing says investigators are closely working with the Guthrie family.
They're following a pretty solid playbook, trying to humanize the victim initially in that first, trying to open lines of communication, trying to get proof of life. This second statement, very different, but still a playbook. Still offering to pay, offering to get that open line of communication. How do we pay?
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
And now over the weekend, at least 3 deputy sheriffs were also seen at the home of Annie Guthrie.
Officials later left the home with the bag, and one deputy sheriff was seen wearing blue latex gloves, though there are still no suspects in the search for Nancy Guthrie once again.
It's, of course, something we're following closely and we'll keep you updated on.
And keep it here, because coming up next, Josh Colbreth is back with that first alert full weather forecast. That is coming up in just a few minutes.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Power up, America. The Ford President's Day sales event is here. Save on the vehicles that will take you places, give you a surge of productivity, and a new sense of freedom. So, head to your local Ford dealer, because it's time to get in the driver's seat. Get a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend starting at just $27,800, plus a 2-year maintenance plan, only at your local Ford dealer.
BOGO time is back at Vance. Right now through March, when you buy a new AC, the All-Star Team at Vance will throw in a furnace for free. That's right. And our licensed professionals will handle it all. Call us today, because this offer won't last. Upgrade your system and get peace of mind and savings all year long. Ask your system designer for details. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance. Vance Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric.
We're in this together. Sex and surgery all day.
Got this drive inside. Obsession.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser General Surgery Center.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Colorado Queen for only $199.99. Plus, get 60 months no interest and free shipping. The President's Day Super Sale, only at Denver Mattress.
It's the second largest ski area in Washington, with views to match the awesome skiing.
On a clear day like today, we can see all the way to Canada. It's stunning.
Fly the Northwest.
We are a hidden gem.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next live, Love Stories Constant Summer. And later this week,
dim the lights and cue the music.
Our annual love show.
Oh, yeah.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We will have some leftover showers for today. It's not going to be as wet as yesterday, but we'll go ahead and show you that with Futurecast radar. We put this into motion. 8 a.m. Still seeing some stuff on the map. It's going to be mostly dry for the Kittitas Valley, the Yakima Valley, and the lower Columbia Basin. A little bit wetter for the foothills. Still some snowfall for mountain ranges, but we're thinking for our mountains that should mostly wrap up by 1 p.m. And then you can see for lower elevations, not just trending drier, but also trending sunnier as those clouds going to break apart. And then the rest of the week will continue to be fairly dry, at least from Tuesday through Friday. Here's some of the snowfall totals we're anticipating throughout the rest of the day through 1 p.m. At least a couple more inches of snow for U.S. Highway 12 and for Interstate 90, and then a few more inches of snow for Interstate 84 and for Oregon 204. This is just enough to make our passes a little bit dicey, so you got to take it slow. Okay, and like I said, the forecast going dry from Tuesday through Friday, and this is the reason why. We have this area of high pressure that's spinning off in the Pacific right now. This is going to act to really run interference with our weather over the next handful of days. When you hear high pressure, think a lack of active weather, and that's exactly what's going to go down here over the next, like I said, handful of days. So no precip chances in the forecast for the Tri-Cities from Tuesday through Friday, but that pattern starts to break down just a little bit as we head into the weekend. Just low end shower chances. For now, it doesn't look like the weekend is going to be a washout, but that's still 6 to 7 days out. We'll see how that forecast adjusts, and then we could get some wintry weather for the mountains once again. 4 p.m. on Thursday to 4 in the morning next Monday. 4 to 7 inches of snow for White Pass and Snoqualmie Pass. Around some similar totals for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. A little bit less for the Battle Mountain Summit and for Cabbage Hill. We need a lot more snow than this, but just know this will be enough to impact pass travel. Okay, here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small rain chances today, then going dry from Tuesday through Friday. For Yakima, a mostly dry work week ahead with highs bouncing between 45 and 50. For Ellensburg, watching the potential for a wintry mix this weekend, although accumulations don't look all that impressive, at least for now. Then for Hermiston, leftover showers possible today, but then fairly pleasant for the rest of the week. And finally for Walla Walla, a 50-50 chance of rain for Monday, then similar rain chances return by Valentine's Day.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we're remembering Brad Arnold, the lead singer of Three Doors Down, who passed away this weekend. And we'll take a look at the legacy that he's leaving behind.
Plus, a look at Lance Armstrong's life on the big screen and a major announcement from Halle Berry. It's all coming up in your entertainment headlines after the break.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Life's better when you're under our roof, because we're as committed to protecting your dreams as you are to taking care of them and teaching the next generation.
Looking good.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, spreading love and beauty for every occasion. This Valentine's season, express your heart with our stunning custom floral arrangements, vibrant live plants, elegant silk florals, and charming home decor. Our experienced designers are passionate about helping you create the perfect bouquet that says I love you in an unforgettable way. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. Celebrating love is what we do best, and we can't wait to help you make this Valentine's Day extra special. Shelby's Floral, we're more than just your flower shop.
Escape the noise. Step inside Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel, where serenity meets luxury. Indulge in rejuvenating treatments, expert care, and the peaceful reset you've been craving. From soothing body rituals and revitalizing facials to wellness pods and more, Sage Spa is your moment to truly unwind. Treat yourself to the experience you deserve. Book your escape today at Sage Spa, exclusively at Legends Casino Hotel.
Just in time for Valentine's Day, it's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom giveaway, where one lucky winner wins a love collection, including a beautiful flower arrangement and more from the Flower Bar, and this spectacular jewelry from Jewelry Design Center, plus a $200 gift card to a local restaurant. You can make somebody's Valentine's Day extra special. All you need to do is enter to win today and every day on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. From the Flower Bar, Jewelry Design Center, and Apple Valley News Now.
Skiing with incredible views. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Sad news out of Hollywood as the lead singer and co-founder of the rock band Three Doors Down has passed away.
Brad Arnold's bandmates confirming the 47-year-old's death on Saturday in a social media post. Arnold had been battling kidney cancer.
The band statement said Arnold helped redefine mainstream rock music. He blended post-grunge accessibility with emotionally direct songwriting and lyrical themes that resonated with everyday listeners.
Three Doors Down breakthrough song Kryptonite became a hit in 2000, and some of the group's biggest hits included It's Not My Time, When I'm Gone, and Here Without You. All just great songs. Oh, so sad.
Well, from music to sports, we're switching gears to a big screen biography of Lance Armstrong, tracing the highs and the lows of his cycling career. Austin Butler will star as the former professional cyclist in the unnamed biopic.
Edward Berger is set to direct and produce the film. Other producers include Scott Stuber, who acquired Armstrong's life rights.
Armstrong won the Tour de France 7 times after he survived testicular cancer. And in 2012, Armstrong was stripped of those titles after he admitted taking performance-enhancing drugs.
And from the silver screen to Hollywood romance, Oscar-winning actress Halle Berry officially off the market. She is engaged to longtime boyfriend Van Hunt. So she's been off the market because she's had a boyfriend for a long time.
Yeah.
And actually even more off the market.
Well, she made the announcement during an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on Thursday. The 59-year-old Berry said there had been some confusion over the status of their relationship.
But she added that Hunt, a singer, quote, put a little ring on it, and the two have been dating since 2020.
I doubt it was that little.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to find
Not for Halle Berry.
No, only the best from Halle.
Pretty big rock, yeah.
2020, yes. She's been off the market since 2020.
That. Yeah, exactly.
Woo.
All right, congrats. There's so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Tri-Cities nonprofit stepping in where many young adults fall through the cracks, offering structure, accountability, and a second chance. Coming up in your 6:30 half hour, we're going to break down one local program that is helping people ages 18 to 24 build stability, confidence, and a path forward.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became America's best-selling trucks. And we've kept that title every year since. Ford, the most awarded brand for initial quality among trucks by J.D. Power.
At
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home. I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Okay, bye.
I met a cute poodle outside.
Oh, really?
She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free. That can't be true.
Sure it is. When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free.
Free?
Yeah. You don't pay us a penny unless we win for you.
That's doggone crazy.
Hello? Yeah, sure. That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became America's best-selling trucks. And we've kept that title every year since. Ford, the most awarded brand for initial quality among trucks by J.D. Power.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Monday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
It's the unofficial call-out sick day. So after Super Bowl Sunday, lots of people will call out to work. Not us, though, because we're professional and amazing.
The news never
and wonderful.
stops.
Yeah.
Even after a Super Bowl win.
We deserve a raise.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, and really at the end of the day, for a lot of people, too, it's way better to be happy and hungover than sad and hungover.
Exactly.
So at least they're going into this, you know,
and I watched
super sick Monday with
quite a bit of it. So
I'm very proud of you.
I don't want to say exciting. It was exciting for me and for us, but
I was just excited that you were watching and learning.
It's shocking. I've learned so much so far.
What's your favorite thing you learned about the game, strictly the game of football this week?
I knew a little bit, but I mean, I know more about like the players,
like the Seahawks in general.
Like, I know the names of them now, like Sam Darnold and JSN.
Oh, hey, look at you.
The burner guy, who got a touchdown.
To names and performances. Yeah, always fun.
Guys, pat myself on the
You're
back
doing
for that.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah, go Seahawks. All right, weather-wise,
doing it.
Kind of meh.
Like it's
doing
been
something
for the past couple months. I'm telling you guys, at some point, momentum's going to change. We're going to have atmospheric rivers and snow and all that to talk about.
And sun.
No, go the other way. Like, why was that your choice of weather?
Well, because we need it. Because we need
I knew it every time.
I hate to be the party pooper.
So logical.
Let's go ahead and let's take a look at those big weather stories. Hey, look, it will objectively be a pretty nice week for this week, as it's going to be mostly dry. The temperatures are not going to be half bad. But again, we need this pattern to shake up and sometime soon. Now, the good news and better within this, we are getting a little bit of snowfall for this morning up in the Cascades and also for the Blues. Just know that those mountain passes are a little bit dicey. And we have been tracking this very light area of pre precip all morning long in the Yakima Valley. This is very interesting because those temperatures in the Yakima Valley are right at freezing. Roadways could be a little bit slick, and then you factor in some of the fog, very dense fog from Yakima all the way down to Sunnyside and Grandview, and that could be some freezing fog given the temperatures out there. So just take it very slow on your morning commute on this Monday morning in the Yakima Valley. Speaking of, here's your hourly forecast. We're thinking the bulk of the fog is probably going to lift by 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and then after that, a mostly sunny day. High temperatures getting up to around 50. That's a good rule of thumb for lower elevations for today, getting up into the 40s and 50s, and that is going to hang around over the next 7 days. We'll talk about this coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. We begin this half hour of news in Kennewick, where a Tri-Cities nonprofit is helping young adults facing homelessness build a path to independence.
Snipes H3 provides housing, mentorship, and life skills training for people aged 18 to 24. Now, the program focuses on education, job readiness, and personal development through a structured weekly schedule that can include classes, group meetings, and volunteer work.
Now, the founder says that the goal is to build confidence and stability while challenging misconceptions about young adults experiencing instability.
There's been a huge stigma behind today's young adults, how they don't want to work and, and very emotionally distraught and, just can't get out of their own way. Well, we've shown with the young adults that we've already had that that's not necessarily true.
Snipes H3 has been operating in the Tri-Cities for several years and estimates that it's helped hundreds of young adults through housing, mentoring, and community outreach programs.
Leaders say the mission is to give people not just temporary help, but the tools to build a stable future.
And now to new information this morning, just into the newsroom. Pilot Rock School District is on a 3-hour late start this morning.
District officials say school will now start at 11 this morning. The delay is caused by a power outage. They hope to have it, of course, all resolved by this afternoon.
Now the story is developing and we'll be sure to bring you updates when and if they become available, so stay with us. And keep it here because coming up next, whether you're looking for a compact car or a full-size truck, the auto experts at Consumer Reports have a top pick for you. And coming up, we'll fill you in on which makes and models made the list. The Consumer Reports is after the break.
The Northwest Ski Report. The Northwest Ski Report from Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Schweitzer in Sandpoint.
Don't we all need a space we love? We'll make your design dreams a reality today during the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Save big on sofas and sectionals, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. And the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, plus 60 months, no interest. Shop the comfort, the style, the selection, the savings during the President's Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
Life happens. Lucky for you, the new ICCU Central Plus checking account comes with benefits, including cell phone protection.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
That's right. Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
Thinking about an RV show? Skip it and save some dough. At Broadmoor RV, you get real people, real prices, real service with the same great deals, no show required. Skip the crowds, skip the hidden fees, skip the show, and save some dough at Broadmoor RV, where we make camping fun.
Prosser's most colorful adventure is at Splat It. Throw paint, get messy, and have a blast. For kids, adults, parties, and nights out, Splat It has it all. Book now at splatitnw.com.
Just in time for Valentine's Day. It's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom giveaway, where one lucky winner wins a love collection, including a beautiful flower arrangement and more from the Flower Bar, and this spectacular jewelry from Jewelry Design Center, plus a $200 gift card to a local restaurant. You can make somebody's Valentine's Day extra special. All you need to do is enter to win today and every day on the contest page at applevalleyNewsNow.com. From the Flower Bar, Jewelry Design Center, and Apple Valley News Now.
February is Heart Health Awareness Month. Heart attack symptoms may include chest pain, heartburn, or dizziness. There's more information at applevalleynews.now.com.
Heart Healthy Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
It's the second largest ski area in Washington, with views to match the awesome skiing.
On a clear day like today, we can see all the way to Canada. It's stunning.
Fly the Northwest.
We are a hidden gem.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next live, Love Stories Constant Summer. And later this week,
dim the lights and cue the music.
Our annual love show. Oh, yeah.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our mild temperatures are going to stick around. If you don't think they're mild, I know sometimes that can be subjective. At the very least, they're normal or a little bit warmer than normal. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off up in the Cascades with temperatures in the 30s. Snow looking likely for today, especially before 1 p.m. Then for the Kittitas Valley, it's going to be gray for this morning, but later in the day, that's when most of the clouds and perhaps some fog should burn off as well. We're going to end up being mostly sunny to partly cloudy there. High temperatures getting into the mid-40s. Then for the Yakima Valley, very dense fog for this morning. Some freezing fog in some instances, but most of that is probably going to lift around 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, low in chances of showers mostly before 8 a.m. These high temperatures getting up into the mid-50s, low to mid-50s. And then for the Blue Foothills, for lower elevations, this is probably where we're going to see the best chance of rainfall for today, about a 50-50 chance, if not a little bit lower than that. And then for the Blue Mountains, just like with the Cascades, snowfall likely wrapping up around 1 p.m. Okay, on to tonight's lows, dropping down mostly, in fact, exclusively into the 20s and 30s, mostly below freezing, but Walla Walla is going to be the exception, 33. That's close enough. 30 for the Tri-Cities, 30 for Connell. And these high temperatures, like I said, mostly above average, in fact, entirely above average for the Tri-Cities. But the trend line overall is going to be a little bit colder, and then those overnight lows bouncing anywhere between 30 to 34. Also fairly normal stuff, if not a little bit warmer than normal. But we'll take it back to this morning. Those showers wrapping up. We'll time that out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 6:41. Time for your consumer report this morning. We're finding a safe, reliable, and affordable car can be a challenge.
And Consumer Reports has released its top picks of 2026 for the best SUVs, cars, and trucks to help you shop smarter.
Every day, Consumer Reports tests new vehicles at its state-of-the-art facility, measuring everything from safety and performance to fuel efficiency and cargo space. Beyond the test track, CR's member surveys give exclusive real-world insights into reliability and owner satisfaction from about 380,000 vehicles this year.
The CARS team looks at data from our testing and from member surveys to determine what are the 10 vehicles that stand out most in their class. These are the vehicles that are easy recommendations to make and a great starting point for any car shopper.
SUVs are as popular as ever. This year, the Subaru Crosstrek and Forester, along with the Toyota Grand Highlander, all made CR's list. Looking for something more upscale? Top luxury SUVs include the Lexus NX and BMW X5.
We also have a couple great sedans on the list with the Honda Civic and Toyota Camry. Both of these performed well in our tests, get terrific fuel economy, and are very reliable.
For drivers who want a truck that's easy to live with, the Ford Maverick is CR's pick for best small pickup. And the Ford F-150 makes the list, too. The first full-size pickup in years to score high enough to be a top pick. The Tesla Model Y is CR's pick for EV. But for the first time, all 10 of Consumer Reports' 2026 top picks are available as hybrid or EV versions. This is Jamison Herman.
And of course, all of the Consumer Reports top picks do come with standard key safety features.
This includes automatic emergency braking that operates at highway speeds and includes pedestrian detection.
Some good cars on the lineup there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, your morning sprint. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. And give you a live look outside. This one from our Central Washington outdoor camera at the rodeo grounds in Ellensburg. Your full First Alert forecast after the break.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep. It's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And during Purple's President's Day event, save up to $800 on select mattress and adjustable base bundles. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
Some recipes come with a little extra chaos.
I'm gonna steal some and try it. Oh, that was a big bite.
Memories are made in the kitchen.
Little pinch.
Find the right appliance to make more of them at Breads.
Right now, score big savings on all LG appliances. Whether you're looking for a fridge, dishwasher, or oven, we have the appliances for you in stock, ready to go today. Swing into Fred's Appliance. We're local like you.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
Life's better when you're under our roof, because we're as committed to protecting your dreams as you are to taking care of them and teaching the next generation.
Looking good.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yes, we will have some leftover showers for today. Go ahead and time that out with Futurecast radar. By the time we get to 8 a.m., still seeing some stuff on the map, but you'll notice for the basin, for the valleys, we're going to end up being mostly dry for this Monday. Some slightly better chances of rainfall for the Blue Foothills, but it looks like even that is probably going to wrap up fairly early in the day. Then as we head into the evening, well, first of all, most of the snow wrapping up for the mountains around 1 p.m. and then not only trending drier for lower elevations, but also trending sunnier the deeper and deeper into the day we go, and the deeper into the week we go. Forecast going to be dry from Tuesday through Friday. Here's some of the snowfall totals we're expecting for the rest of today, again through 1 p.m. Maybe a couple more inches for Snoqualmie and White Passes, a few more inches for Cabbage Hill and for Tollgate. This is just enough to impact pass travel. I don't think we're going to see any pass closures. Maybe some chain requirements, but I would not bank on that. Okay, like I said, the forecast going dry from Tuesday through Friday, and here is the reason why. We have this area of high pressure off in the Pacific. When you hear high pressure, think active weather being shielded, and this is going to run interference with our weather in the Pacific Northwest, and so that's why rain chances will go to 0 for the Yakima Valley. They're going to stay at 0 through Friday, but that pattern breaking down subtly into the weekend as small shower chances are going to come back, and so this more active weather as we head into the weekend could also be a little bit more wintry once again for the mountains. 4 p.m. on Thursday to 4 in the morning next Monday. These are preliminary projections subject to change, but 4 to 7 inches for Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass. around the same totals for Oregon 204 at Tollgate, a little bit less for the Battle Mountain Summit and for Cabbage Hill. Definitely need a lot more snow than this, but this will be enough to impact past travel if it verifies. We'll keep a very close eye on things. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small rain chances today, then going dry from Tuesday through Friday. For Yakima, mostly dry work week ahead with highs bouncing between 45 and 50. And then for Ellensburg, watching the potential for a wintry mix this weekend, although accumulations don't look all that impressive, at least for now. Then for Hermiston, leftover showers possible today, but then fairly pleasant for the rest of the week. And then finally for Walla Walla, a 50-50 chance of rain for Monday, but then similar rain chances return by this weekend. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, conquering family household debt with a side hustle that works. For stay-at-home mom of two, Emma Lutz, making a dent in debt payments felt daunting. Between medical and consumer debt, plus student and auto loans, Emma and her family accumulated about $90,000 of debt.
I just flipped $1 into $90.
So Emma figured out a way to make extra money while raising her kids.
I was reselling my clothes when I outgrew something or didn't like it anymore. And so that's when it kind of sparked in my mind, okay, maybe I can turn this into a side hustle.
Between flipping garage sale and thrift store finds, she's been able to pay off over $50,000 of debt in 3 years. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have tips on how you can find a side hustle to tackle your family's debt. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rebecca Jarvis, ABC News, New York.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now, I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now, I'm back in the picture. Skyrizi is the only IL-23 inhibitor proven to help achieve remission, meaning few to no symptoms in just 4 weeks for some people. Many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Now's the time to take control of your Crohn's. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:51. It's time for your morning sprint, and we start with your national headlines. This morning, lawmakers returned to Washington with just days left to prevent a shutdown at the Department of Homeland Security. DHS funding is in flux after the department was left out of a broader government funding package earlier this month amid Democratic demands for immigration enforcement reforms. Democrats say any deal should include changes to ICE policies, while Republicans say their focus is keeping DHS fully operational. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem warns a lapse in funding could have wide-ranging impacts across the department, potentially affecting airport security, border operations, and FEMA disaster response. Lawmakers have until Friday to reach an agreement.
6:52 in your sports headlines this morning. U.S. ski racer Breezy Johnson has won the gold in the women's downhill at the Winter Olympics in Italy. Johnson blazing down the run in a time of 1 minute and 36.1 seconds to beat the German skier by just 0.04 seconds to get that gold. The Italian skier Sofia Goggia, who lit the Olympic cauldron on Friday in the opening ceremonies, finished with bronze. Johnson wins the first gold medal for the U.S. in these games. The skating team has also taken home gold. And
USA.
Yes, no, they're doing great. Unfortunately, though, downhill skier Lindsey Vonn also competing in this, crashing and injuring. Yeah, she broke her leg and has underwent surgery and is now recovering.
Prayers with her.
Now the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. A woman killed in a head-on crash in Pasco has been identified. Police say 57-year-old Maria Mendoza of Grandview died in that Friday night crash on Interstate 182 near the 395 exit to Kennewick. Investigators say 18-year-old driver Pedro Ruiz was suspected of DUI when an officer tried to stop him. Ruiz didn't stop and then entered the freeway, lost control of his truck, rolled over the cable barrier, and crashed into Mendoza's vehicle in oncoming traffic. Ruiz was treated at the scene and has been arrested and booked into jail.
And the CEO of Ben Franklin Transit is now on paid leave amid allegations of misconduct. An email to staff confirmed that Thomas Drotz voluntarily stepped aside as an investigation into concerns about workplace environment and financial decisions takes place. BFT says the leave is meant to minimize distractions during the review. And in the meantime, Brian Lebonsky has been named interim CEO while the investigation continues.
Taking you to Pasco, where city leaders are exploring a new way to fund road maintenance as the city continues to grow. Officials are discussing the possibility of a transportation benefit district, which could generate local revenue dedicated to street repairs and transportation projects. Currently, some road work is funded through an overlay fund supported by a utility tax revenue. City council members say the discussion is ongoing as they review long-term funding options for street maintenance.
And a wildfire prevention bill is moving forward in Olympia. The state Senate unanimously passed Senate Bill 5919. This bill encourages voluntary partnerships between fire districts and insurance companies, offering incentives to farmers who take extra steps to reduce wildfire risk during agricultural work. The bill now heads to the Washington House for further consideration.
And the Columbia School District is asking voters to approve 2 replacement levies on the February ballot. The Education Programs and Operations levy would continue at the current rate, funding staff positions, athletics, transportation, and extracurricular activities that are not fully covered by the state capital, or by the state. The capital technology levy would increase slightly, focusing on student devices, classroom technology, and network security. Voters, of course, reminded that ballots are due tomorrow by 8 p.m.
Trending now this morning, the city of Dallas, Texas, my hometown, has an eco-friendly plan to get rid of some invasive weeds. This through goats.
Totes my goats. According to the city, more than 250 goats will be grazing on privet at White Rock Lake for the next week.
The city says each day an electric fence will be put up in a new section to ensure effective vegetation management.
A shepherd will monitor the goats around the clock to ensure their safety. And they say that they had to put the goats there because the original goat had to leave and come here. Myself, you know.
Wow.
No, not a funny joke. Okay, anyway.
I love everything about what you just said.
The original goat had to go.
She had to go.
So she's here.
She had to go.
So they had to put other goats.
They had to get.
It makes sense, does it not?
And it also makes sense that they would have to bring in so many more goats to make up for your
Exactly.
goatness.
Thank you. You understand.
Welcome.
You get it.
I get it.
And
Yeah.
Josh?
This is something that the Oregon Department of Forestry has done for wild land management as well. Land management. So we love our goats, don't we?
Yeah.
Love our goats.
Apparently that's a sound, not a ba.
It's not a ba. It's a ma.
Okay. And our weather's kind of meh.
Our weather is a little meh.
Yeah, it is, but there are some indications that maybe our pattern could shift towards this weekend into next week. Fingers crossed for that.
Shift like sunshine, rainbow.
65
The
lollipops.
Oh,
the
that
other
kind of
direction
shift.
y'all don't want. Okay, let's go
But we
ahead.
need.
Yes, but we definitely need. Let's go ahead and take a look at First Alert Radar. We're seeing the snowfall really wrapping up right now for the Cascades. Could have some additional snow showers before 1 p.m., but the snow definitely a lot more steady for our Blue Mountain passes. You think about US 395, Interstate 84, so those passes are seeing some impacts. I want you to pay attention to the Yakima Valley. It's 32 degrees right now, okay? We did have some moisture overnight, so those roads could be a little bit slick, and the fog that's developing right now in the valleys could be of that freezing variety. So if you see some wet spots on the roadways in the valley, just assume that there's slick spots. Here's your hourly forecast for this Monday for the Tri-Cities. A low end chance of some showers for this morning, but the rest of the day not only drying out, but also seeing a decent amount of sunshine. For today, lower elevations getting into the 40s and 50s. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy. The forecast completely dry through Friday, but maybe the pattern shifting again into the weekend.
And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalley.newsnow.com.
Good Morning America's up next. We're back tonight with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.